technology screens. As I said before, that try to get over those two little, like I said, I have a lot of testing to do. That trash has to go out too. So these are the screens we already have. Actually, there's one missing. There's one missing. There we go. There we go. So these are the screens we have under the 21. We have the platinum, I can't do the name of that screen paint. I think it's a black platinum. Pretty sure it is. I'll have to go back and check. But the black platinum, which we have here, we have the Nebula, black Nebula here. And then over here, I don't have a name for this one yet. It hasn't come to me yet, but this is the first one we did. So these are the 3 different colors we have so far. Now, what we're going to be painting next is this one right here. This is the silver. So let me go grab me something here to stir this up. We got a screen sitting over there already. Let's start these demonstrations. Let me get this stirred up nice and well. Now, when you are able to purchase this, what you have to do first is you have to stir it up. It's using a nap paint roller, and that's it. It can be sprayed on, it can be rolled on. All right, it's up to you. All right, so let me come in here and get set up. So we can get a screen painted. I hate lugging these things upstairs, but I needed a screen. I'm actually out of screens. I need to go out and invest in some of that plastic carbonating cardboard, because that would make it so much easier for me to bring those upstairs, if I'm saying it right, to bring those upstairs, because that stuff is just super lightweight. Unplug my sub. Let me get some tape, because every time I try to, for here's this particular area, for some reason it always slips out. Stand falls over. So we're going to have pre-orders for this stuff. Gallon sizes are not going to be available yet. We're only going to have it in 1 quart and 2 quarts. That's it. The gunmetal we're going to do later on, but for right now on the site we just need 4 of them. So we have the Nebula, black Nebula, and then I think it's called the black platinum. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I have to go back and check. All right, so you guys are all set up there. Let me go mix and get mine ready. And let me get a paint roller and everything else, which I should have. Oh, it's right over there. Certain ones are going to have heavier contrast than others. This one, the contrast, I think it's probably going to be, well, I don't know until we test it out first. I will know from there. I want to know exactly what we have. So this is the first test demonstration on the silver version of the 21s. All right. And we're just painting this on our test surface right here. And then we'll be done. Ooh, drop that. Okay. Got my roller. Let it dry down a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, let me get my product. Oh, you guys. Go to the next room. see me carrying over my giant sloughs. Let's go to the next room. Go. And I should be right back. All right, I had to write down the ingredients before I forgot it because I was like, I'm going to forget that. I'm going to write down my ingredients. Okay. Two things you're going to do when you get this is you're going to basically stir and shake and then roll it on. This screen doesn't have to have a bar in the back of, which is good. I don't need that much. I have a little too much. I don't think it's going on the frame at all. That's right out. Oh, come on, take a side. Take a side. All right, so that's drying. take a look at the ones we already have. So this right here is the black platinum. That's the one we have in there. You see how dark that is. We got it next to the 21 black version. And that strange screen at the bottom, I have no idea what to call it. It was actually one of the first ones we did. And it was the one that was able to produce the image in the window and the one that produced the image outside. That is going to be getting another upgrade today. We should bring that up to around 50%. All these two already have been tested outside. This one's going outside today. And then the one we have in there is going outside. But these have already been outside already and tested already. We had those displayed over already on Facebook. It's going to be a beautiful screen. Now, of course, this is all for test purposes for the site. And then after that, you'll be seeing the pre-recordeds, because the pre-recordeds will be added onto the website for advertising. We're probably going to start taking, I already got actually, for the people who send me emails, the screen paint, all our screen paints are available overseas for free. So if it's in the US, whether it's overseas, it's free shipping. So you don't have to pay for the shipping cost. Who wants to pay for shipping costs? Nobody. Maybe a little baggage for that too. Now, remember when I painted the screen, you saw the white lines? That's the screen dried right there in the center. And as it dries, all those lines disappear. Isn't that interesting? That's what happened with the screen over here. You see how smooth that screen looks right there? When I painted that screen, it had lines in it. People thought that was going to come on the screen. No, this stuff is actually streak proof. Any technology that the Lord gives me to be able to design, it's going to be amazing, as I said before. Of course, as always, we give our credit to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that blesses us to be able to do what we do. I might only need one coat for that. I might have to start changing the containers out because the paint has amazing coverage. You don't need much. Don't need much. I'm thinking like I might have to hit this screen again. This one screen only took, how much did it take? It took like almost less than about a quart and about that much to paint that screen right there. Sorry, my nails and my fingers are really crazy right now. I gotta go upstairs, trim my nails and do some work on them because they're looking kind of Frankenstein right now, a little creepy. Get my hands cleaned up. I'm working on these projects trying to get them done. Wow, okay, that's good. That's good. It's going to be a nice one today. The weather's nice. That's good. I can go out there and show off the Black Nova outside on the 135. As I said before, we're not getting rid of the Black Novas. We're going to keep one or probably 2 quarts onto the website. And then we're going to have the other technology, the 21s. But we're not getting rid of the Black Novas. gonna let that finish. No, don't let it dry out. It's gonna take too long. Let me get ready to hang this up. I'll dry it as it's ready. Hit my screen. As you can see, with stuff I got to do every day, I don't have time for idiotics, people. I really don't. I got too much on my plate right now. Got 4 of these screens. They all have to be tested. First test they got to go through, they got to be thrown outside. So that's why you're seeing a lot of demonstrations with the stuff outside, because that's where we're testing the ambient light. I mean, this is not an ambient light projection test. Outside has to be an ambient light projection test. Next, we start testing them on the certified screens. It's going to be a breeze, I'm telling you right now. Mind you, we got 4, well actually we got 5. 5 out of the 12, or 13, sorry, 13 of this technology. There's 13 of these. 4 was supposed to be selected, we chose 5. So keep in mind, that's 5 forms of screens which are developed in a short amount of time. And that shows you how amazing God is. Alright, let's see what's going on with the fire stick. She's acting up a bit. There we go. Now she's smiling. Couldn't get her to play at first. She didn't want to play. She's like, no, 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 no. Ooh, that's going to come up really nice. Look how bright that is. That's going to be beautiful. That is going to be beautiful. Just a little short message real quick. Anytime you want to basically do demonstrations against our product, we'll put you against the light screens from now on. Okay, what was that all about? LG demonstrations. That screen's picking up a contrast level. And this is the lightest gray that we have in the 21s. Look at the contrast level. You don't want to go against this. So when anytime we develop a screen that's really a gray, it has to be able to pull a contrast level. Without that contrast level, colors don't pop. There's going to be all kinds of problems. As I displayed and showed you on the everyday primer versus our light gray screen paint. That color coding technology is very important, because if not, pretty much there's no proof to back up what your technology can do. It's pretty much like anyone can say, well, it's just regular paint. That's all it is. Hey! Okay, we let the rest of it dry on its own. Still got some lines here, here, and here where the screen's still wet. And a little bit up there. Other than that, it can dry on its own. Hey! So like I said, we develop everything. If the black 21s aren't for you, then we got a gray version right here. If you want something a little darker contrast, then we got a darker gray version of it. And then that other screen at the bottom, like I said, we got to figure out what that was, because that's something interesting that we developed, and I think it's pretty interesting. We've got to give it a name. Oh. Let's go to, of course, if we're doing a gray screen, we're going to do all contrast levels. White levels are easy to do. We got to do the one thing on the screen that's supposed to be the hardest, which are the contrast levels, which I'm telling people that when they develop a gray screen paint, and you know who you are, you should be displaying contrast levels. And when you do those contrast levels, they should be done in a fully lit environment, so they're not camouflaged by the dark. going to give you a perspective view. That's where the screen is sitting. That's where the projector sits. Fully lit environment. No dark spots, no dark areas. Let me get my fan out of here real quick. Silver Onyx. Gotta remember all these names now. Gosh, I don't remember half this stuff. Outer space screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
Wow, she listened that time. Usually she doesn't listen. Nebula. Nebula. Watch the brightness level. Watch it. Let me get that Starfield. Oh yeah, right over in that corner. Boom. Starfield demonstration. LG, beta fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
LG, beta fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
What the heck that was all about? Now the reason why I say that, how it should be done, is because we have individuals, for some reason when they do these demonstrations on gray screens or silver screens or whatever they may be, the lighter screen, they will stick to these really high bright colors. And to do a contrast demonstration, they'll be in the dark when they do it, because their screen can't pick up the contrast correctly. Anytime you do a contrast demonstration, you're supposed to be in a fully lit environment. Now as you can see, the screen is very easy to install. Basic roll on or spray on, it's up to you. I choose to roll it on because, like I said, I don't want to use a paint sprayer in here. Samsung demonstrations. There you go. Now, as for you know who, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I can test your stuff right now against this screen. I know the outcome, what's going to happen. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you another chance. Let's see how long it lasts. If you break that one, then what's going to happen is I'm going to put a challenge on you, and you're going to have to complete every single test demonstration. This technology is going to have to go under and do the same thing with your product. And the first test these screens have to go under, they have to be displayed outside, which this one will be going today. Oh, I love this screen so much, I'm telling you. That a beautiful screen or what? I love that screen. That color is gorgeous. We gotta do the gunmetal. But I want to get these done first. We do the gunmetal later. Now keep in mind when we're doing the different with the 21s, this is going to be a free color selection. So it's not going to have to pay extra because the screen's black. You don't have to pay extra because the screen's a little darker than the other one. It's a free color option. You come in, you pick out whether you want a gallon, whether you want 2 quarts or 1 quart. Option will pop up asking you what color or screen color do you want. And we know we can produce white levels. That's easy. That's why I'm aiming for all the contrast. Let me see. See what we got to play with on here. No, these are going to be easy. Store it, full display. Boom. Easy. White levels are going to be easy due to the fact that, like I said, it's a light gray screen. That should automatically be a given. That's what you're supposed to see. For me to display white levels on here and pretty colors and stuff, it's a gray screen. I mean, it's a light gray screen or a silver screen, or if you want to call it dark silver, whatever you want to call it. It's going to produce a white level regardless. It's going to be high. The important thing is to see if the screen can produce that contrast level. And this is the color of it. When it dried, that's how light it is. That's how light it dries. I'm going to figure out to do with this stuff. I need a small sheet. What is this on my countertop? Oh, that comes off. Have it fit. It was on the countertop. Let's see. Oh, let's play around with this for a little bit. And we're still. Yeah, we're still a little wet right now. That'll dry on its own.
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Mine, we're still using a 720p. I told you from demonstrations on this, we're not going to use 1080p. We're not going to use, well, we don't have 4K anyway. We're going to keep it to the 800 by 600 720p projector SVGA. That's what we're staying at. I might dry it a little bit on slow right here because this part needs to dry. It's driving me crazy. Try that a little better. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it driving me nuts. I'm used to seeing the screen fully dry. There we go. We got that on 1 and 2. Oh, okay, cool. That run. Over on this side. Alright, so now we got it on record of all 4 screens being painted and displayed, all on record. That's why all these had to be done live. All the rest of them after this, all pre-recorded. But these had to be done live. Except for the tests. Tests have to be done live. But I did some pre-recorded ones for the website. And like I said, when I do live demonstrations, sometimes the Wi-Fi gets a little crazy. It breaks up a little bit. So you don't really get a chance to see how the clarity of this technology. Just never can get over this. Look at this. Like, I'm gonna spend the money for a 4K projector, really, seriously, or a high-end 1080p. Yeah, 150 bucks. That's what my projector costs behind me right now. As a matter of fact, with the 21s, we're going to put the model number of the projector we're using in the demonstration to display on, if you want to get yourself a cheaper projector. That's advice from us, and you don't have to if you want to, but if you want to get yourself a good projector, this is what you want to start with. And this projector has a 235.1 setting on it too. No calibrating, none of that nonsense. Still in the factory settings when I first got it. That's what I never understand. How these people have these expensive $3,000 and $4,000 projectors, and you're sitting in the dark calibrating. I think, and I hate to go on about this, but I think some people think that our skill level is just limited to black screens. As I said before, we have different color screens. With God's technology, we can develop anything we want. And like I said, this particular technology has a key feature on it, but I'm not going to explain it to you. Not yet. First try, right out the door. Now remember I told you that the 21s have an interesting key feature. This formula can mimic other screens, like a black diamond, DMP supernova, stuff like that. Because the way it's designed. There's an interesting way this is designed. Can't tell you how it is, can't tell you how it's made, can't tell you how it's constructed, but it can mimic other screens. Step back here a minute. So we can see the environment, how much light the screen's taking in, for the contrast levels. I love it. So yes, we got them here. So LG dessert 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I think that's an LG, I'm not sure. Oh, let me do this one too while we're at it.
Swiss and Tim here, and we're back on Peloton with brand new matchups. This what we have.
All right, that's good. That's really good. Contrast levels, look at that. Very nice. I'm not concerned about the white or the color levels. It's automatically going to produce that. It's the contrast level it has to produce. Talking and chewing, kind of hungry. See if we got anything else on here. Nah, that get me in trouble. That's too easy. That'll be easy. That'll be a little bit harder.
Dawn Power Wash
Contrast in it.
spray, wipe, rinse. Dawn Power Wash.
Start your day with Crest 3D White, and from mochachinos to Merlot, your smile will always be brilliant. Crest 3D.
You know, it's interesting. It's interesting that I can come out here and do 2 demonstrations, back up my technology against somebody who's constantly trying to slanter it. Prove them wrong on just about every level whatsoever with my lightest gray screen paint, and then come out here and develop this on the same time and produce this image on a 720p projector, fully lit environment at 15 feet back, and display it in a way that he can never think of doing. This is when I try to explain to you that you're not on our level. Yeah, calibrate what? Overpriced, expensive projectors for what? Proving it time and time again. All that stuff they tell you, even the hobbyists, who try to sell you stuff that you don't even need. You have to have an expensive projector. You have to have a different caliber projector. You know why you have to have that projector? Because the screen can't produce the image, that's why. The projector does all the work. So like you said it. 720p. You have to have an ambient light controlled environment, please. That's the biggest amount of nonsense I've ever heard in my entire life.
Orthopedic means comfort. Ah, that's comfier. Hit it, guys. Oh, it's not orthopedic. Look at that neck to your feeling. Feels like no mattress you felt before.
That's orthopedic.
If I recall, this demonstration was done in the dark by a certain individual on that $4,000 projector. This is being done in a fully lit environment, 15 feet back in an ultra short throw at 720p. On the lowest res of a 720p. At an XGA or WXGA and SVGA. So how come I'm getting an image that looks this good? Because the screen does all the work. But like I said, you can sit in the dark with your overpriced projector. My customers can sit here in a fully lit environment with a projector that will cost them next to nothing. Have extra money to go out and buy some movie chairs, maybe a popcorn maker. Why some of these people will be sitting in the dark with these overpriced projectors calibrating and sitting in the dark, because if your lights come on, your images fade and wash out. That's nothing to do with your projector. It's your screen. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, it is your screen. How's the 720p look like that? And those who have white screens, oh, you think your projector, like I said, you got a white screen, your screen's in a screen, and a gray screen that doesn't have color coding technology, as we proved that with the gray primer. There's a difference. It's kind of like giving somebody money to buy a projector and they slice it in half and give it to you. Here you go. That's all you're going to need. You're not going to need the rest of that. Trust me. You're only getting half of your projector's performance. That's all you're getting. That's why we use these cheap projectors over here. How come my screen doesn't look the same way? Because it's your screen. That's why. I don't know what they have in their selection. We've already done this to death. What do they have in here? Play around with. Usually I'm always wondering what I have different videos to show off. Good gracious, that's a boom box right there. No, this is easy. That's why I didn't want to do it. It's easy. The contrast level pull. Same thing I was showing you when I went back and showed you the ultra light gray screen paint we make versus primer. There you go. Without that color coding technology, your screens don't work too well. Sorry about that. A bit tired. Right. Easy demonstration. The entire time when people were looking at this video, didn't realize that the wolf is actually 3 shades of white. Black screens were producing 3 shades of white. Look at the tail, look at the mane, look at the top. It's 3 different shades of white. Now, as I said before, we make everything. I think that particular individual wants to make it seem like, oh, he only makes black screens. I guess he just really doesn't know what we do over here. We make everything. That's nice. All right, I think I have done just about everything on here. We did start for demonstrations. I'm gonna go clock-a-doo through here and see if they got over here. Well, what's this right here? Easy. Easy. You have to understand how technology works. And like I said, we've already proven already from the door that the product he has is house paint. That's what it is. It's house paint. Man, these things are heavy. I lift these things pretty much all day. That's the ultra gray version of it. That's the black version of it.
Talking about him with just one room is a hassle. Well, now I use Swiffer's Super Wet. It gives me the cleaning power of a mom and
See how bright that level is on that black screen? You talk about technology you don't even know anything about. Can't run the same test we do because you don't do it. Now on the other screen, I showed off all contrast levels because that's what you're supposed to do on gray screens. I like to play with this one from time to time. I can bounce back and forth to my screens. Now the difference between this screen, because you're saying, well, that screen is producing a very high white level. Of course, like I said, it's black technology. All our black technologies are designed to produce very good high white levels. But the this darker silver screen is going to produce a higher white level, but the contrast level on the screen is going to be greater because it's black. And then when you get to the more darker gray versions of this technology, it's going to be to produce a higher contrast level than the screen over there, the lighter gray screen. So it's all up to what our customers like. Some want the darker screens, some may want a screen with a higher white level. It's whatever they want. But like I said, we're not going to have certain individuals come in here and trying to paint pictures that are not true when they're using just everyday house paint. I got to go out and spend $101 for some carbonated cardboard or something, because those things are heavy to lift. Back and forth, they're heavy. I got to get something lighter to coat over. Problem is that cardboard is not cheap. That's the easy stuff, easy stuff, easy stuff, easy stuff. I'm gonna play with this for a little bit. Now this screen is going to prove to have a higher contrast. Colors are going to pop a lot higher, but the white levels are going to be slightly a little lower than the lighter gray screen. But not to the point, like I said, you can't see the screen. Let's get something out of my brighter. And I'm done for today. I actually got the other screen that they're testing. That's it. This is there. So the lighter gray screen has to be outside. This one has to be outside today too, because they haven't done their outside test yet. The other two are done. They're finished. So we have to get these ones outside today. There we go. Oh, shoot. LG demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Like I said, Crow, if the screen was so dark, none of that would come up. We have to mention his name in there because for some reason he wants to paint the picture that dark screens just can't produce light, bright images. Well, now we're going to be painting the picture that his product is just everyday basic paint. Because there's no proof there's anything else. There's bright colors there. Let's go switch over to something else. Let's go see if we get some bright colors here. What are we watching? Some Dennis the Menace. I wonder what the working colors are now. I'm at 68, that should be good. 68, that's pretty good. Sharp 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Sharp 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. There's another one for you. See if this screen comes up too dark that we can't see it. And keep in mind, people, this is the 21, and the 21 is darker than the 17. As a matter of fact, look at the color of the border. Look at the screen right here. The area's not being hit. Look at my couch over here, and look at the border around my screen here. It's that dark. All right, so we should be able to have, we got all four, so we're good. We'll do the gunmetal later. Knocking out the tests are going to be pretty easy. We're going to do the pre-orders this week for it, and then we'll launch it next week. If you don't have a pre-order, you can't get the product. So we're just going to have a certain amount on the website. I'm back here bugging out. I'm tired. I usually get all goofy when I'm tired. And like I said, it's pretty easy to do, pretty easy to paint on. You can roll it on, you can spray it on, it's up to you. If you're not familiar with the paint sprayer, that's not your thing, then just roll it on. Just like you see me doing all the demonstrations, just roll it on. 9-inch nap roller is the only thing you're going to need. It's going to dry in no time at all. And it is a one coat application because, like I said, all the screens I've done on here were one coat. I did this one twice. It was like no point. So we're going to have to change the size, which means one quart's going to paint up to about a 135-inch screen. Because I was able to paint this screen twice, and this is 106 inches. See what the bright demonstrations we have on here. Let's see. What we got on here? Any bright demonstrations? Let's get this one right here. Well, that's black, but yeah, might as well just watch it. And I'll take this one down and I'll put the other one back up. I ought to do more sharp demonstrations. There you go. Hold on, let me go get that charger real quick. Go. Charger. That's better. Let's rewind that back a little bit there. I'll have to add this into the caption of the black screen. Also, seen you do this demonstration too, and you did it in dark. Contrast levels are heavy on this screen, on this demonstration. So you did this one in the dark. See how that black 21 can switch back and forth. It can go into a contrast level, then come right back out of a white level, and the skin tones remain the same. I'm telling you right now, this has got to be eating his lunch about right now. It's interesting, for all the slander you do against black technology, every time we make a darker screen, it gets better. Huh, I like that demonstration. It's got some good old ones in there. All right. It's a good old boy. Let me take our black string down. Yeah, you definitely don't want to go against this thing. You really don't. Well, might as well. All right, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'm done here, gotta go. So we got a chance to see black screen, and we got a chance to see the new Onyx, Onyx Silver Onyx of this technology, of the 21s. All I can say for right now is we're probably gonna start doing pre-orders probably on Thursday. It launches probably will be next week. By then we should be done all tests. So we'll be good to go from there. All right, with that being said, I gotta go. Gotta get down and get some things ready for tomorrow. We still have the 2 outdoor tests for this screen and the other one. All right, thank you for your time. I had to go, and God bless.